Good evening and welcome to Theme Park Worldwide, where tonight we're here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach for a very special evening where we're going to get to learn a little bit more about Journey to Hell Freak Nights, the park's brand new Halloween event for 2019. And something's getting a bit spooky behind it. It's not Alex, is it, behind there? Oh, here we go.
It's not me.
Yes, welcome. And here we are, where we've just been invited in. We've been given a drink just here as well, which is very kind of them. And all the audio, the atmospheric lighting. We've got some spooky actors, which is definitely not Alex just there. But yes, we're here. Thank you very much to Pleasure Beach for having us down here tonight to come and learn a bit more about the event. We've said for years, haven't we, that Blackpool Pleasure Beach should really be moving into the market of Halloween. And for a good few years, they've been known for doing Vampire Beach, bringing the werewolf out and doing various different activities throughout the park. But this year, they're going full on with Freak Nights. And I'm really looking forward to it. Alex, you're very exposed now in the green light, a bit overexposed.
I've been subjected to radiation, that's why I'm glowing green. This is my actual skin colour.
Oh, okay, you've been saying green.
Yes, but I'm Shrek for today.
Well, we'll leave that one there. But I must say, you've done a very nice job in here. I'll spin you around and put some shots in just a moment. But yeah, I must want to say as well, a bit of theming we got down here. Look, all these different gravestones around. And yeah, join us throughout tonight where we're going to learn a little bit more about what we can expect from this year's event. It's running on select dates. I'll put those down below for you all in the video description so you can see that. But I'll spin you guys round. Look at this, we've got all these atmospheric candles all here on the side as well. Very, very nice. Oh, I'm being lit up in bright white light now. And then how freaky does that look up there? I mean, them horses, like all the carousel horses and stuff. It looks great, doesn't it? I mean, we pick up our season passes up in here, every time we come and get our wristbands. But yeah, we're in here now, and it's a very different atmosphere with the audio, and not too sure if you can just hear that in the background. But yeah, and then we got Alex with a bit of a candle going on.
Blackpool has always been a scary place.
It has, and it's about to get a bit scarier. So here we go. Let's find out a bit more about Journey to Hell Freak Nights, new for 2019, here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Let's get spooky.
Everybody move! In groups of 8, I want you, and you two there. Follow me. Now! Stragglers, I'll come back for you in a second. Follow me. Don't laugh, this is a serious matter. Follow me. Keep going, keep going. No stragglers behind, keep up! Get back to section 7. Keep moving, we haven't got time!
Okay then, so we were led from the ticket centre round to Passage del Terror, and now that's the scare attraction that's located here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach all throughout the year, and it's open whenever the theme park is. You can normally pay extra to go into that, but it's actually going to be part of Journey to Hell Freak Nights. So how the event's actually going to work is you're going to be led through the park through various different zones, and then the big finale will be coming through Passage del Terror, where you'll exit into the horror bar, which is where I am now. So obviously you normally pay extra for that anyway, and that is included in the ticket price for Journey to Hell Freak Nights. So it's like your big finale, and the good thing is as well, without spoiling any of Passage, obviously we couldn't film inside there, and without spoiling any of it, it's a fantastic attraction. It's just under 10 minutes in length, and it's got a really nice combination of actors, theming, and throwbacks as well, some of the best Halloween movies out there, and it puts it all together in a fantastic attraction. The great thing about that is as well, is that it exits into the horror bar, which is fantastic. I mean, it's creepy in here anyway. You've got all mirrors all the way around the walls, you've got the horses, and they've actually put some extra lighting in here as well. So I'm hoping that they're going to put this in here for the actual event as well, just to add that extra dimension to it, because it looks fantastic in here. And the great thing about this, it will be open on the evenings, so as soon as your experience is finished and you've been led through the attractions and you've come out of Passage del Terror, you'll be able to come into the horror bar and yeah, come and experience it all in here, have a few drinks and reflect on the experience. Anyway, there's lots of new merchandise for Journey to Hell Freak Nights, so let's head over there. It's all laid out for us to see, and yeah, have a look at some of the merchandise before the evening continues. Right then, so here's a look at some of the merchandise for Journey to Hell Freak Nights that is on display here in the horror bar for us to see. So you've got all the prices down there as well. Hoodies $29.95 or 2 for £50. Here's a look at some of the hoodies what you've got. So quite interesting. You've got Funshine just under there as well, the popular icon icon from Blackpool Pleasure Beach. And when I say icon, I'm not on about the ride, an icon of the park for a lot longer than the coaster, Mr. Funshine. So yeah, it's great to see him on the merchandise. You've also got the hoodies just over here as well with the Journey to Hell Freak Nights branding there on the front. You see them just here as well, a little bit better light actually as well, so you can see those. Yeah, they're different hoodies. You've got these masks here as well. These are quite interesting. Bit of a steampunk style feel going on. It'll be interesting to see if any of the experiences at the event are going to feature any steampunk style theming. But yeah, this is quite nice, isn't it? Like all the, it's like the innards of a clock on there, you know, all fastened to the side of it. Like some sort of animal as well. Very, yeah, it's a bit freaky that, isn't it? Got a mug just here as well. Yeah, it's not got the Journey to Hell Free Nights logo on, but you can see it's a little themed mug. Of course, pin badges down here as well. I know a lot of people enjoy pin badges out there. It's the same as what you've got on the green hoodie over at the side. Yeah, you've got the icon just there, of course, Mr. Funshine, looking a bit spooky with like a lantern there as well. But yeah, lots of different merchandise on offer that will be available to purchase throughout the event. And yeah, we've been on the park today, and you can already get quite a few of these items, including the hoodies, in the Kiss Me Quick shop, which is located just underneath flying machines. But yeah, it's good to see they're going to town with the merchandise. And yeah, I look forward to seeing it as the event progresses.
So some people might say you're a little bit late to the party in terms of this type of event, but I would just like to say we were actually the first. Jeffrey Thompson went away to America 21 years ago and made a partnership with Passage, who we have a great relationship, and it was the first scare maze of its type in the UK, so we're actually the first. But we have decided yet again to collaborate with Passage and come up with a whole new event, Journey to Hell. We've also brought in David Morris as one of our directors and writers as well. So we've got quite a lot of different teams collaborating and working together. So I'm going to just tell you just a little bit about Journey to Hell and what it is, because I've been seeing a lot of questions and stuff online and people guessing, and it's been great reading. So also tell me to slow down if you don't understand Scottish. So the Journey to Hell, so basically what it is, it's the portal to hell has opened up here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and those who are still living and hiding out, they'll be hiding out in the survivor camp. And they're waiting there for people like you to come and help them. If you all come along, they hope that as a team you will manage to survive the journey through hell. And basically you're going to go through different realms of hell, various realms, yeah? And if you get through the gates at the end, you'll be saved and you'll live another day. But some people might not, yeah? So basically this is a piece of immersive theatre with a narrative throughout, which a lot of other scare attractions don't do. So basically a lot of other scare attractions, you'll just go in and you'll experience that one immersive story, you'll come out, you'll go into something completely different, and that's great. But we just thought, let's be the first at something again, let's get out there and try something new. So basically we have a story that takes you through the whole park. There's 3 scare mazes included. There's also immersive theatre, so there's 2 kind of areas that you kind of come in. It's a kind of horror play, if you like, where lots of things go on. And there's also, you'll have to go on one of our rides, and you'll ride this ride like you've never experienced a ride before. So that's all I'm going to say about that. We're going to keep that a little bit secret, but it'll bring a whole new element to riding a ride, which we hope will terrify you. And then basically, once you've if you've managed to go round the park and survive, you'll then have to do the final test and come through Passage, and run into our Dracula club. This will be a nightclub, but we're going to stay open till 3 in the morning, and we'll have a DJ and you'll get to party the night away, and we've also got a little bit of a S&M thing going on, a little bit of slap and tickle, kind of thing. So, have a good night. So that's kind of the journey. The areas that you've all been guessing about, am I allowed to say these? Will we go through the areas? Will we give a little bit? Okay, we'll go through there. So those that have guessed FY4, if any of you know the park, that's the kind of grass area down there, that will be used. And I'm not going to say too much what goes on in each area, I'm just going to give you a little bit of the areas. So FY4 will be a kind of congregating area. From there, you may go to Planet Rock and experience all sorts of supernatural things. From there may be a little bit of an ambush, and you might be guided through the park in a very weird way. And then you'll get to go on a ride, and like I said before, the ride will have a different element, hopefully, to it. From there, you will go to the Chinese puzzle maze, which hopefully will look totally unrecognisable, and is being dressed to look, yeah, you'll see. That's all I'm going to say. And then from there you go into, which I think everyone will be really super excited about, we're going to go into the tunnels, which a lot of people might not even know exist. They are terrifying even during the day when the lights are on, and the tunnels run underneath the pleasure beach and under rides and lots of backstage areas that I think a lot of people will have never ever seen before. And we've dressed these with various theming. No? Oh, and then we head down to the sculpture garden. This is our gates, and this is where, you know, a little bit of S&M bondage might be going on. This is normally where you enter the park and, you know, you get your wristband checked, but there might be a few more things getting checked on the way in. And then from there you're going to go into Passage, and then you're going to get terrified in Passage with the Passage team. I don't know where we're going, where Aaron's there. And like I say, you'll be running into the Dracula Club and hopefully partying the night away with various beautiful women and men who will be, you know, here to make sure you have a good time. So thank you very, very much, like I said, for coming tonight. I do hope that you tell all your friends, post the videos, tell everyone to come and buy a ticket. We are really proud of this event, and we're really excited. The guys today have been backstage seeing all the props and sets and costumes, and they were uber excited at some of the things they because obviously it was their imagination. They've been like drawing it, and then Jason and his team have actually been creating it in the painting model. So it was kind of the first time the guys saw it today, and they were like, oh my god, they were like kids in a sweet shop. So hopefully you'll have the same experience. So I'm just, after we've kind of finished this section, we're just going to let you mingle. You can feel free to talk to myself, David, Aaron, Jason, who's making all the props and set, any of the marketing team. We are happy to have a chat, but we're going to just let you watch the videos now, and this is a little taster of a small part of one of the areas that will be on offer.
Watching the video presentation there of a little look at one of the experiences, we've been joined by some of the characters just here who will inhabit the various different zones that will make up Journey to Hell 3 nights. Here they all are surrounding us. Like this guy just here. He looks very creepy, and oh, he's got this little teddy, and the teddy's covered in blood. Yeah, it's oh yeah, the teddy's gonna die. Yeah, I think that means the teddy's gonna die. Oh, he's gonna eat the teddy. Oh, okay. But rather him. Oh no, I'll skip on that. Yeah, I'll skip. Thank you though. I appreciate the kind offer. I really do. So you've just seen some footage of the various different characters that we're going to encounter for Journey to Hell Freak Nights. What do you think then, Alex? What are your general thoughts from the video and the information that we know tonight for this event?
For me personally, it was really quite a unique experience to kind of be taken into an attraction that we're already pretty familiar with, let's say. Sean and I've done it quite a few times. Passage del Terror here at the Pleasure Beach. It was great to get in there and be spooked. To me, I feel like Halloween's really begun now. Like, you know, getting into a scare attraction that I know and I love, it's really put me in that Halloween spirit nice and early. And, you know, the press event tonight has been a real eye-opener because we've kind of got the first details we need to know about what areas of the park we're going to encounter as part of Journey to Hell Freak Nights, because it's not free roam, go pick where you want to be, see what you want to see. It's actually going to be very set. You're going to have different routes that different groups take, and apparently the last group will actually leave the park at midnight, which means you're going to be getting on Icon late at night, which is very, very exciting.
Yeah, they were chatting about the ride, what is going to be used. It is going to be Icon, and they were saying it's going to be a very different experience to anything we're used to. So what could that involve? We don't know.
We don't know, that wasn't told.
The thing is, so far, we know a lot more tonight than what we have done. When we filmed vlogs here throughout the past few months, we spoke about Halloween, and we haven't really known the details, have we?
Not.
Tonight, a lot of questions have been answered, but they've not gave too much away.
Still a few more things we want to know.
A lot. Like, we've met some of the characters, we know the areas of the park that are going to be used, and we know there's going to be 3 actual scare mazes as part of it, as they said, but we still don't know a lot.
We're going to get some behind the scenes, we're going to get to go into the tunnels in the park that people don't really even know exist, let alone have been in. And the thing is with the event too, it's something very, very special because it's the first time the park has ever done a full-size Halloween event. Of course, Passage has been here for, you know, over 20 years now, and it's very, very iconic at the park. However, it's going to be really nice to see what Pleasure Beach has taken, and actually, I can recommend to you guys, if you are planning on visiting the Pleasure Beach in October, definitely try and factor in a day at the park and then an evening at Freak Nights, because to be honest with you, it's unique and it's going to be the first time the park has done something like this. I'm quite excited.
I think it's going to be very different to anything else in the UK scare industry in terms of it's going to be very adult content. As you've heard from some of the stuff mentioned in this video, there's going to be a lot of adult content, which makes it very different. They're opening a new market for this, and the things that really stand out for me from what they've announced tonight to us is the use of the tunnels, sort of all behind the ghost train and stuff. You're going to walk through these tunnels that you can't normally, and they've dressed them out. We saw that in the video that you saw footage of. You know, they've dressed them all out. It looks like the big like wolf character's going to be in there, and you're going to walk through these tunnels. And the other big standout thing, what we had no clue about, was the fact that the horror bar is going to be transformed, and it's going to be like
a late night disco. It's going to have one of the more mature themes in here. It's part of the event. If you are attending, you are allowed into the horror bar. Full bar service. It's going to be a live DJ till 3 AM. I mean, to be even around a theme park at that time in the UK is unheard of these days. And you know, I know this park used to have a lot of late closure. I'm talking early hours in the morning, but it's really nice to know that, especially if you're in that last time slot, which I might recommend might be a good idea.
I think later the better.
To party the night away, because you know, like sometimes we've come to this park on late night riding and we thought, oh, it'd be really good to do something after the park closes in the area. So you know, for something like the horror bar, which is so good and very well themed and detailed,
great in here.
It's going to be an amazing experience. I'm very excited to be honest.
I am. Of course, we're going to be coming down here on Theme Park Worldwide. It's unsure at the moment what exactly, if anything, we're going to be able to film of the event. But if we can't film on the park, we'll definitely do some sort of review sharing our thoughts on it. But yeah, it's been nice to find out some information. Hopefully you guys as well. I know a lot of you have been commenting, trying to ask us for more details. We haven't known, and a lot of people at the park have been wanting to keep it very secretive. So it's
and
not.
This has only been
announced.
A sample tonight.
Yes.
We've had a small taste. We haven't seen any of the attractions that are going to be out there on that park.
All we've seen is the finale, which will be Passage. We know Icon will be used. We know FY4, which is the grass area by the fountains. That's going to be used. Planet Rock, the domed area where they've done shows before. Obviously Icon, and also the entrance area of the park, where you've got like all the sculpture gardens. So I can't wait to get out there on the park and see it all. Hopefully there'll be something what we can film on the nights. However, from looking on the website, it does seem cameras and stuff aren't permitted into the event, as you'd expect. But you know, they may end up doing another event or allowing us to film close to the time. Again, we don't know at the moment.
And the thing is, you know, the journey to the 27th of October is coming. You know, there is only select nights for this event, so please don't think it's just every single night. Plan your visit if you are looking to come. The journey to the 27th is coming, but also the journey to hell is only just begun at the Pleasure Beach.
It is indeed. And what a way to wrap up. There we go.
Thank you.
So thank you very much to Blackpool Pleasure Beach for having us here this evening for Journey to Hell, and I look forward to sharing more details as we get them here on Theme Park Worldwide. Thanks Alex for coming along.
Not a problem.
And that means it's time to spook those credits. See you later.